sorry. Wow, why was that so loud? If you just tuned in at the start, I'm sorry about your ears, all right? You've done this yourself. You're not suing me for compensation. You're already deaf. How are we all doing? Welcome. Well, I even heard it from my headset. My headset's down here. How are we all doing? Welcome, everyone. Deltatron, thanks for the gifted membership. Just to let you people know, hang on, it's a new Milky List. You know what that means? New Milky List, Deltatron, you're down times by 5. As you're down times by 5. Thank you for the Milkies. I appreciate you. We've got a bunch of giveaways happening this Friday for you gifters. I do have a couple of boxes of Titus. Who here is an Ultramarine fanboy? Well. This week could be your week. Plus other things. Daka, mate, how you doing? Welcome. Big jacket. Mate, this guy, get him gone. Get this guy gone. Well. Investor relations rack. Mate, we're actually going to go through the investor report in a second. Because even though I did a video on it today, there's still a lot in there. Which I think is some big talking points. Everything. Ultramarines more like lane marines. Mate, I've been reading that 500 world book today. You know, the new one? And I should have some lore videos out this week, this weekend, everything like that. Valrak, down times by 5 for the giveaways. V-Spar.
Protocol engaged.
Times 5. I love you. Thank you so much, mate. Mo Power, mate. Dude, thank you for your gifted membership. And Will, mate, thanks for the big 5, brother. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I put you all down. You're out. I'm out. What do you mean? What do you mean you're out, Ethan? You're staying in and you're watching me. Ultramar accepts your worship. One of the cool things in this book, if I see a rat's ass, I'll say that's a nice rat's ass, okay? And that is the shield chapters for Ultramar. I'm going to do a dedicated video to that because there's some really cool lore behind that. Really. I like it when chapters from a gene lineage get together and it's basically like a legion again. The good old days. And that basically is what it is. It's not, but we all know that's what it is. It's not the rules, but it is. It's like the Black Templars, right? Technically, there's 10 chapters within one chapter, etc. Even more. Lee Mark, mate, thanks for the gifted membership. I appreciate you. And Kyle, mate, thanks for your gifted membership. I put you down for the giveaways, boys. Again, a lot of stuff we're giving away on Friday, so I'll see you all there. Chaos Teaser. Should we jump in? Deep end? Balls deep? Should we jump in? I don't care to know how much they're overcharging us and how much they're profiting for us. Oh, mate, I'll tell you this. There's massive profits in plastic production. Obviously, there is a big handout in terms of, how do I say it, Ethan? When it comes to the plastic molding, that does cost thousands of pounds. 10,000 plus. Easy. But then the actual plastic in go inside the molding, that is cheap. What you more or less pay for then is the labor costs in between that. The guy who's pumping in the plastic.
Our strength grows.
The transport. You know, that is where there's a little bit in there, but the actual plastic itself is cheap as chips. How do I know this? I've been researching it. Garlic gaming, mate. Garlic bread. Sorry, Garlic gaming, not garlic, mate. Mate, this is how my mind works. Leave me alone. Mate, thanks for coming back as a member. I massively appreciate you. What's a teaser? This is the teaser. They're finally showing it off. They're finally showing off Chaos models. New Chaos models. Hang on, does this make it a Vindication stream? Everyone get your memberships out again. Everyone get them out again. Show me your member. This is one of the loadouts for the Mutilators. How do I know this? Because I do know this. How? You'll never know. I'm in the bins. This is Mutilators. Brand new Chaos Mutilators. They have like crab claw options. They have like flails like this. Flails in martyrdom. It should be happening, right? I'm telling you, more Chaos stuff. Now, the question, no, mate, this is not the Defiler. If anyone's saying this is a Deviler, say Valrak says you're an idiot. It's not. It's part of the Mutilator kit. Apparently, from what I've been whispered, there's 3 Mutilators in a box. Bunch of different weapon options. Go in, do it. Leak the pics? I don't have pics. I've just heard whispers. Stomate, I've sent you that thing, by the way. Go and check your bank, you slag. So you've already seen them. No, I've seen nothing. Listen. I'm legally blind. Right? I can't even read chat. I've got an AI reading it for me. AI rack. It's feeding it into my ear. I have no idea what's going on. Primarch Rogo Dawn said this was a Defiler. No, he never. Stop lying. Free, not in pairs like a Brit isn't. Apparently, there's 3 in a box. 1, 2, 3. Not free, as like you pay nothing. 1, 2, 3. The number 3 in a box. Sound like he said legally blonde. Why Mutilator is going from 2 to 3? I don't know. I'm not the rules person. Don't you tell me. I'm looking at pics of these Mutilators on Google, and they don't have weapons like that. Well, I guess the new ones do. Who would have thought? New weapons for new models? How dare you? How dare you, Valrak? Right? Suggest something so controversial. A new model will have a new type of weapon. God damn it. Now you've really done it. He's been keeping Chaos secrets. Tell me about the new Chaos Red Corsairs. Sadis, if we get 2 in the membership goal tonight, I'll show you the Red Corsairs. How about that? We'll have our own reveal show. Is that okay? It's a rat ogre for AOS. Get out, Dako. No one's playing AOS. Mate, no one cares about AOS. Echo Tech, mate. Thank you for upgrading your membership to a captain tier. Now, you can actually boss around Dako because you're a higher rank than him. That's the rules. What is AOS? Mate, we'll go through this financial report in just a second. And the way they skim over AOS is fucking hilarious. Matthew, mate, you're in the bin. You're in the bin like Arsenal, mate. It's all falling apart, bit by bit. Is that the latest version of the fist dildo? Well, I don't know, ask your mum. The live stream starts exactly when my work lunch starts, so it's perfect timing. Well, there we go, Az. I've timed it just for you. You know what that means? 10 more memberships. They'll start talking about it in next AOS edition. They didn't skim AOS, though. I think they did. But again, that's just me. I asked her, and she said Dawn's dead. Inside of her. Well, hey, I'm an Emperor tier simp and was never given the perk. If you're an Emperor tier simp, it automatically equips you with that over on Discord. Don't try that one on me, Stowbox. It automatically gives you the perk on Discord. You get access to the Valrak room, where I post all the leaks. You can actually go and see the new Mutilators right now over on Discord. Just try it. Become an Emperor tier and try it over in Discord right now. You'll see everything, guys. You don't have to wait for the reveal shows. I'm just so hungry for anything Iron Warriors. Mate, again, from what I've heard, the Iron Warriors is just an upgrade kit and a combat patrol. And there's an upgrade kit inside the combat patrol. I've heard nothing about any new type of HQs, Primarchs, which, again, I think is absolutely dog shit. Because, yes, we want a combat patrol, okay? Combat patrol is great. Fantastic. That is the right way to go. But at least put, like, a HQ out there as well. At least put a HQ out there. A known character, a new character. I don't care. Just give them something more than just a HQ. Same with the Night Lords. Fantastic upgrade kit. But give them a character as well for 40k. That's a mace, not a flail. You shit-eating Imperial Fist. No, mate, this is a flail. You see this? It's attached to a chain, which is attached to probably the Mutilator's arm. How do I know this? I don't know. Right? You'll have to guess for yourself. How was Spoons? It wasn't Spoons, actually. It was Harvester Wood Imp. Get it right. Honzu refresh. I can see them doing Honzu as a refresh. It would make sense for them to do Honzu, because he is the most well-known probably the most celebrated, the most successful Iron Warrior, even though he's half an Imperial Fist, which again makes sense. For the Iron Warriors to achieve anything, half of them has to be from the Gene Seed of Rogel Dawn. Am I lying? Have I told any lies? Thank you. TV Spoons. Get out. Think we'll see something this 15th? Well, we're having a reveal show on the 16th, mate. Unless you're saying something's going to leak on the 15th. Mate, this is the guy that's leaking everything. Honsu got dogged by Lysander, though. You're not a Dark Angel Primarch yet, right? I'm not a Dark Angel Primarch yet. Half Imp Fist, half Iron Warriors. We are entering God tier levels of Siege Autism. Ops 16th. Yeah, mate, 16th, we're going to see a lot of things. Is it going to be this far ahead? This is the big debate now. I would like to say yes. I would like to say we will see the new Mutilators and Defiler this week. But maybe Games Workshop are going to keep that in their pocket, because I think that's going to launch with the Eye of Terror campaign. That's also supposed to be coming out. That's supposed to happen after the Red Corsair stuff. So Red Corsair, Eldar Corsair, that comes out. Then you have the Eye of Terror stuff, and I think that's where we're going to see the Defiler, the Mutilators, hopefully more characters and stuff. No, mate, this is not a new Defiler. Mate, I wish it was a Martyrdom leak. I've been asking Woodimp, can we have flails inside Martyrdom? But apparently, that is not historically accurate. But I said, but what about the rule of cool? How many guys... Right, I tell you what, right? If you want flails in Martyrdom, gift a membership. Gift a membership to show Woodimp how important flails are. And how cool they are. If you think flails are cool, one gifted membership. Show him. Any rumors on Old World? Specifically Bretonia. I've heard nothing about Bretonia. I've heard about Kislev. But I've heard nothing about Bretonia. I really do hope Bretonia get like all brand new mounts and stuff. Again, to this day, I will stand on the hill and say the way they released the Old World was fucking absolutely stupid. I appreciate some of the new models that we got. I thought it was fantastic. But to release the old models the way they did, and I'd like tack on some like HQs, I thought it was just terrible. Especially when you got armies like Cafe coming out and stuff. Insane. What's JB saying? Is that the female custodian? No, it's not the female custodian, JB. We're not there. Have you heard about... When you say D's, what D's notes get out? I wish for GW to use Sarahim Vault, the first Obliterator. Again, I don't know. I actually don't know what characters are going to be coming out around the Eye of Terror campaign. Is there any whispers? I've heard no whispers about it, to be fair with you. I've heard absolutely no whispers. Nothing at all. Maybe it's a female custodian character. Uh-oh. Any NID rumors? The only NID rumors, Rodin, is the Red Terror. That is the only NID rumor I've heard. That's the only thing I've heard, mate. I have... Well, we're actually going to do a watch-along of the Dawn of War interview in a second, after I jump in and do the other things. But what, is Death Guard in there? Well, is that Death Guard in the campaign, or are they showing it off in, like, multiplayer? Interesting, right? Very, very, very interesting. Right, should we jump over to the financial report? For those people who like to do maths, losers, the biggest thing from this is that profits are up about 10%. Profits are up around 10%. Revenue from licensing was down 50% because Space Marine 2 has dropped off. Apparently sales in shops have skyrocketed. But same old, same old. GW are making more money. Right? They're making more money. I think it's personally confirmed that we're going to get a Titus series. Again, this is the big thing right here. We continue to work on yada, yada, yada. Our live action, yada, talk about Amazon, you know, right? It's basically their delivery is not in their control. because now it's with the big boys now. It's with the people who know how to run a company. So it's out of GW's hands. GW say yes, you can't do that with our license and stuff. But in terms of making this, it's in other people's hands. That's what it is. Profits are up 10%, yet they still put the prices up. That's why the profits are up 10%, mate. Because the prices go up. The fuck? The dickheads. This is why. Right? This is why they do it. Every financial report now, they have to make a profit. If they don't, the investors will start to throw a wobble. And that could mean people on the board lose their jobs. And they don't want that because they're making a living, an easy living. So every single year, the prices will go up. I say this every single year. That is not sustainable. That's why I say, Ismail, we're about to hit the ceiling. We're going up, right? Oh.
I've seen articles that say Cavill is Titus for you.
I've seen articles that say Cavill is Titus. Let me put these back on. Right, everyone starts sending me super chats so I can start listening to them. I'm the reason those articles are happening. I'm sorry. It's true. I'm not even bantering right now. I did my foil video about Henry playing Titus. The IGN guy, who also stole my video today, by the way, about the AI stuff. Isn't it funny, right? As soon as I put a video out about something, IGN, this news article guy, instantly does an article about it. There's a coincidence, and then there's fucking robbing you. At least Dick Turpin wore a mask. That's what I'm saying. At least Dick Turpin fucking wore a mask.
Requisitions arrived. The heretics will burn.
But from my Titus video,
Martadam doesn't come with a thank you for falling for this scam card.
Mate, that would be amazing. When I did my Titus video, the IGN guy stole it, made an article about it, and then what happens? The AI bots grab this and they make their own articles, and the AI bots grab those articles, and it's all over the place now. I am the key factor to the Titus Henry shenanigans, and it was all just foil banter. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Our hobby's becoming a pump and dump. It's been a pump and dump for many years now, mate. What I would advise you is don't dump it. Pump it, but keep it. That's why I only play Space Marines. Oh, Valrak, all he ever does is talk about Space Marines. That's all I can do, mate. There's too much out there. I'm focusing on one faction, the good guys, right? And that's it. That's all I'm doing. Fuck the Eldar, fuck everyone else. Not for me. You say, sorry, make me think about South Park episode with the BP guys. Sorry. That's I got married with 2 kids. Dump it and clear your shells for the Crusades. True, you could do that. Invest in martyrdom. Invest in martyrdom. Anyway, down here it says, after our success... I can't even say it. After our success... Let me zoom in a bit more. I can't speak. After a successful collaboration with Amazon, MGM Studios and Blurred Secret Level, a high-end animated anthology show, we are now meeting with writers to determine our next step to continue the momentum gained from that episode. Now, for me, I think that confirms a Titus mini show. That's where my mind goes to. Again, Titus is now the main face of 40k. He's the main character. He's the main Ultramarine. I personally think he's bigger than Calgar. He's bigger than Ventress. Even though these are old established characters, Titus is now bigger than them two. That's what I think.
Isn't foil when your right wardens will be the cast?
Isn't foil when you're right, wardens will be the cast. God damn it. Emperor Titus, Female Titus will be called Titus. God damn it. A main character that's not a primary / chapter master. Gasp. Mate, Titus does have an epic backstory. But I don't think it's better than fucking Ventress's backstory. If you know the backstory of Calgar, I don't think it's better than Calgar's backstory. It's just because the story of Titus blew up in, like, mate, what do we call it? What do we call it? Like, not the main fandom, but out there. What's the word for it? What's the word for it that people always say? Mainstream. Titus blew up in the mainstream. And when people think now of Ultramarines in the mainstream, they will think of Titus. Oh yeah, Titus, the Ultramarine guy? Yeah, I know the Ultramarines. Titus, yeah. That's why. That's why. In the meantime, work is almost complete on a standalone Warhammer Age of Sigmar episode, again from Prime Video. I'm only kidding, right? I'm actually excited to see what Prime does with AOS. I guarantee it's going to be Sigmarines. I would probably bet my house on it. It's got to be Sigmarines. I actually don't hate AOS. I just have no feelings towards it at all. I think they have cool models. That's about it. If someone sat down and said, hey, Valrak, let's play AOS, I'd just walk out. Not because I don't like the person. It's just I've got better things to do. It doesn't make me hate AOS. I like the models. I'd sit and talk about the models all day. But the game is just nothing for me. Oh, yeah, Warhammer fan named 5 Ultramarines.
Oh, yeah? You're a Warhammer fan? Name 5 Ultramarines.
Titus, Calgar, Ventress, Gadriel, Kayron. Well. Well. Top tier Warhammer fan, Rack. Right? Done it. Alright, Tigerius then, the librarian. He's not dead. Chaos Icarius, he's not dead. Beat ya. That's now a membership you owe me for beating you a little bit. So you owe me a membership. Let's keep going down. AI, mate. Everyone's gripped onto this. Basically, they've said we're not using AI and we're hiring proper people. Hiring more creative in multiple disciplines, from concepting and art to writing and sculpting. Talented and passionate individuals that make Warhammer the rich IP that our hobbyists and we all love. Yeah? Are we down for that?
Protocol engaged.
Listen, right?
Our strength grows.
I can name 5 Ultras. 1, 2, 3, and 5. True. Little bits. Thanks for the gifted membership. Sorry, little... Wait, hang on. Why can't I... Oh, there we go. Mate, I couldn't copy your name down then. Little bits. It was one... Actually, mate, it was 1 gifted membership per Ultramarine name. So you owe me 4 more. Technically 5, because I named Kayron, who died. You never stated a dead or alive, so technically you owe me 5 more. Yeah, sure, their writing isn't AI. When you say writing isn't AI, do you mean their novels or their lore books? Because their codexes and stuff are just copy and pasted.
Malam Kaido is the most badass Ultramarine. He better be in Space Marine 3.
Is Maliam Casado? Is it Casado? That's what I say anyway. Casado. Is he canon? Uh-oh, we'll talk about canon. No one tell Luton.
Name 5 Imperial Fists not including Lysander.
How dare you? 5 members, I'll name 5 Imperial Fists. How about this? Right? Pronounce Kame. I don't... Mate, I'll be honest with you. I don't think there is 5 Imperial Fist characters. I really don't think there is. We've got nothing left. It's not looking good. They were free in the Beast Arises. Mate, if you mean dead, then I can name 5 who are dead. Who's the short, stocky one? Who, me? That's me. That's Valrak. Valrak's one. He's an Imperial Fist. Right? There's one. 3 of those Ultramarines was a video game characters, dab hobby tourist. So the problem is they just kept dying. The problem is that if you're not Ultramarines, you don't get any love. You're just left on the side of the road to die. Basically. That's what it is. Anyway, back to the article. AI. They're saying, well, I actually thought this was a really funny way to doing it. This guy who's running a company, a very broad topic, and to be honest, I'm not an expert on it. In other words, I have fucking no idea what's going on. I've got no clue, mate. He could have just put, no idea. No idea, but was still hiring our own people. Again, the way, right? The way this is worded is we are allowing those few senior managers to continue to be inquisitive about the technology. So, from what I'm getting from this is that they're not using it now until it can benefit us. That's how I see that worded. I'm not sure about you, but that's how I see it. Am I wrong? I may be wrong. But at least they're not using it now. It's 7 years away. Mate, from what AI can do now, I don't want to even think about what it can do in 7 fucking years. It scares me now. Never mind in 7 years. It means find a worthwhile to use case. Yeah. AI wrote this business report. Your job. Do I need to pull up the AI Norman Shields? Oh, this guy. All Dark Mech releases and books could be done by AI a bit. I wouldn't want AI touching any of my hobby in terms of stories, art, anything like that. This company is making tens of millions of pounds, right? Keep it in the pockets of actual creators, writers. Top writers and creators. Of course, if, you know, what we've got, I think it's been subpar lately. Hire better people is basically what I'm saying. You've got the money for it. You spend for what you get at the end of the day. Right, going down. There was mention of the I don't know what it was now. Let me put factory. Here it is, factory 4. Our operational plan, blah blah blah. A new factory 4, which is part of the program to work in improvers. I think it was, give a date around here somewhere. Factory, let me put 4. How many times is it mentioned? Here it is, here. I may be on the wrong thing. Am I on the wrong thing? I'm sure I saw a date on this somewhere. But this is the new factory. They talk about it again. Summer 26. Is that what it says? Which one's it under? Phil. Mate, I read it before. I'm so sorry. GW barely know how microphones work. How are they going to use AI? This is true. Chat GPT. How do I run a live stream? That's what they should be asking themselves. Search summer 2026. Summer 2020. Are you sure? Oh, there it is. Summer of 26. Yes, our manufacturing focus has remained always on producing the best fantasy miniatures in the world. We continue to increase our manufacturing capacity. The construction of our 4th factory in Nottingham is on track for completion in summer 2026. So this year, they've got rid of the bats. The bats are gone. The bats are gone. They've exterminated them. The Night Lords, they've been cleared out. No more Night Lords. Have you read Fist of the Imperium? I did ages ago, mate. I thought it was a very, very meh book, to be fair with you. That they didn't even know what Gene Stealers were. It was fucking embarrassing. I'm here. You can start over now. GHP 1 gifted membership. I'll start over. Opened up 1,000 pots of super glue and fumed them out. Mate, look at this guy's getting high. Army bats protected. Too late. They've got rid of them. Another excuse to jack up the prices to recover. Does that mean they will get cheap, Val? Please say yes. I'll say yes if you want me to say yes, but I'll be lying to you. How about this? I'll lie to you. Yes, it's got to get cheaper. Now, if you want me to tell the truth, no, it's got to get more expensive. Who do you think's paying for this factory, GW? You're paying for it, you daft bastard. It's coming out of your pocket. Well. Gotcha. Gene Sealer's too handsy for me. I haven't read it, but I love the Primaris Librarian, Astor Lydarin. Mate, I can't remember even the characters, I'll be honest with you. Gonna hit a ceiling, sure. Mate, they have to. Mate, like I said, the ceiling has to be fast approaching. It has to be fast approaching. Maybe they train the bats to work for them. The bats are shipping out fucking stuff. There was one other thing in here I wanted to talk about, and it was Warhammer. Is it got plus? There we go. They mentioned the numbers on it. It was under something. Or was it Warhammer TV? Let me put TV. No. What do they call their Warhammer Plus program? They call it something strange. Anyway, the numbers increase from that as well. The one before marketing freight train is going full speed. What's just taking everyone down. They hired the bats to chase away the drone guy. We've got him. He's ours now, the little bastard. What's your top 3 characters you'd wish into a game? Wish into a game.
What are top 3 characters you'd wish into the game?
Do you know what, mate? Can I just say, your name reminds me of someone from Games Workshop. Every single time I see it. I can't say who, but it reminds me of that person. Top 3 characters. I would say I like a Primarch in the game, but technically we are getting that at Dawn of War 4. I would probably like them to go into a different chapter into a game. I would like to say Dante in the game. I think that'd be kind of cool. Dante in the game, I'd like to see. We've already had Eisenhorn in the game. The Eisenhorn video game was hilarious. Roll Eisenhorn, roll. The good old days. Who else would I like to see? Do you know what? Both Trajans. The Custody Trajan and Trajan the Infinite. Mate, I know, we're playing Newcastle. It's the Carabao Cup, I don't care. I would like to see both of them. That way I get some Necron love. And I also get to see some Custody love as well. I'd like to see a Custoda go out and like battle in the game. I think that could be kind of cool. Grey Knights, that could be kind of... Mate, we did get a Grey Knight game, though. We did get a Grey Knight game. Which was pretty cool. I did like that. Eisenhorn is a pound shop, Kefias Kane. Don't... Kevin, get out of chat. Don't you ever say that about my beloved Eisenhorn ever again.
Rogaldorn's hand would be cool.
Wait, what? This guy. Get this guy gone. White Scars Pod Racing. Mate, that'd be a great game. A White Scar racing game? Mate, let's go. A Custodes game would be amazing. Where you play as a female. Mate, JB would be leaving Steam reviews all day long. He'd be making multiple accounts to review it. Rogaldorn's hand is cool because it got detached from his body. This guy. BA have the Chalice of the Blood.
BA have Chalice of Blood. Imp Fists. Chalice of Poop emoji.
Yeah, but you got no wings, have you, mate? Mate, don't try and banter me as a BA fan. Because look at your range. You're eating the shit, mate, not me. You're down there licking off our boots. You're nothing now. What are you? You're absolutely nothing. You've got no personality. No personality. At least we have more models than you. Lies. Where's your codex stuff, guy? Mate, I'd rather have no codex with a range list up like that. I'd rather leave everything. Gone. Finished. I'll be the same. Right? Get it gone. And mate, let's talk about Space Wolves, actually. Talk about range refreshes. Here it is, mate. Space Wolves? Best-selling box? Does that mean everyone's a furry in chat? What a bunch of furries. How many people bought a Space Wolf box?
Don't need wings to stay above your dinner choices.
Would you rather wings or a range? Wings. Personality I'd rather have.
Requisitions arrive.
Personality. What do you want? Everyone to be like an Alan Shearer? Boring.
Would you rather wings or a range?
Boring. Did they mention the Raven Guard refresh? Yes. They said it was dog shit and then it's never happening again. Space Wolves best chapter. Full Moon. Mate, Full Moon. I'd sooner eat Broken Glass than play Space Wolves. Well, mate, they sold the best box set. Kill Team. Mate, is JB still in chat? JB, you owe me 5 memberships. Mate, they don't even say anything about Horus Heresy. July saw the launch of the new edition of Horus Heresy and supported some fabulous new miniatures. While November saw us announce a Scouring series. Is that all they get? The Horus... They launched a brand new edition? And they don't even get a full sentence? That's rough. That's rough. If it would have been something, they would have mentioned something like this, which set like a new record, like, oh, it was a really good selling thing for us. Thoughts on new Raptors? The Chaos Raptors or Raptors as a chapter for the Loyalists? What are we talking about here? Does it even say Sword Expect? Yeah, Sword Expected. It did well, right? Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Zero. Squat. Nothing. Have you pre-ordered any Space Game merch? Yes. They can't say Heresy Soul Mourner. Mate, I'm not expecting to say that. I'm expecting to say what they... Maybe something like this. Like what William said. Sales sold well. I'm not expecting to say it sold 9,600 over, 3,400 of AOS. I'm not expecting to say that. I don't think they'd put that down anyway. Can't wait till Val sends me my Saturnine box set. Wait, hang on now. What? What's this? What's this? I want to see the Martin financial report. You'll never see this. The highlight of Ages of Sigmar was probably... Was it? Was probably? They don't even know what the highlight was. Well, we think it was this. We don't know.
We're not sure. It's their own fault for launching a horrible edition of HH. Launch a good product.
Maybe.
And you'll get good sales.
Maybe not. Who knows what it is, right? People still buying this? The highlight for Age of Sigmar was probably the Hellsmiths of Hashut. A fresh take on an army from the very early days, which should have been a old world army. It should have been an old world army. Steeler, thanks for the donation. It's their own fault for launching horrible editions of Horus Heresy, a good product, and you'll get sales. I think the leak of the rules really burnt them. I really do think that. And again, I had nothing to do with that. People blame me. It was Americans. Mate, the Americans are the worst. Who here is an American? And you don't think... You don't think you're a bad guy. You think you're a good guy. How many Americans think that they're the good guy? Well, if you are the best guy. If you think you're a good guy in America, you have to gift a membership. We'll see what the memberships say. Let's see. Is America the good guy? If not, it's the bad guy. Let's see. Grand Cafe, the new faction for Warhammer the Old World, received more wonderful models alongside Chinese language books as we continue to provide localizations for Warhammer across the world. I've heard
engaged.
GW's next big dickage they want to do is the East. Apparently, it's doing well in Japan.
But
they want to really break into the Chinese market. That's where they want to go. Sneedler, mate, thank you for the gifted membership. I massively appreciate you. And Steve Otten, mate, thanks for the big 5. 2 Americans in chat. Looks like the rest of the guys are all evil. Eric Gee. Oh, wait, he gifted 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These Americans. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you all. Pointless. The Chinese have no money now. Uh-oh, we're getting... What are you on? I'm not getting political. I just said they'd like to release models in China. How's that political? I'm literally talking whispers. You missed me out. Easy mistake to make. Shake Vid. We're not... everyone. I've told people they're not allowed to gift you a membership because you have to buy your own because you're like a hobo just waiting in chat for a free handout.
We are the good guys, just like Space Marines.
Can't handle that logic.
Emoji. Saluting face emoji.
Right, mate, you've got me against the wall. I can't argue with that logic. The Space Marines are the good guys. Eric, thanks for the big 10. And Herp Derp, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mate, thank you for your 10 gifted memberships as well. Do I invest in GW? No, I don't. I should do. With the amount of fucking stuff I talk about them,
our strength grows.
I should do. Actually, saying that, let's see what the market price is. GW stock price. Did it have a little jump today? Oh shit! No, it went down. Okay. I've got a theory about this. I was actually speaking about this with Phil for Green Name. So, mate, this is 1 day, by the way. So 1 day. Let's go to 5 days. Ooh, 1 month. Ooh, 6 months. It's been at its lowest for a while now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sell, sell, sell. DK, mate, thanks for the gifted membership. Hence my message. Wait, what was your message, Game Riot? Sell? The bubbles burst, boys! Sell your models! Invest in martyrdom! Right? It's finished! martyrdom.co.uk. Follow us on Instagram. WhatsApp? Oh, you sent me something on WhatsApp? Hang on. I have no message of you on WhatsApp. Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, right. Sorry, mate. I read it, but I never replied back to you because I'm too big for you. Sorry, mate. Mate, it's just, man, I get so many messages because I'm a pretty big deal. Shit, what's going to say? Let's go back to report. I have a theory about this. GW now have backed themselves into a big corner. Because there was a lot of interest that started to spike when they got into bed with Amazon. And there's been nothing now, nothing really significant to talk about to keep that bed warm. And people could start getting a bit cold towards GW now and jumping out of bed. And that could start costing them money. Would you write a short story for Martyrdom? I don't think I can write a short story for Martyrdom because it's all actual history.
Our strength grows.
Unless you want me to make up my own history on Martyrdom, I'll do it if you want me to. And then Valrak came out of nowhere and won Jerusalem. He became the first king. Right? It was all down to Valrak. I'll do it if you want to. Fine, he'll sub then smirk. There you go, Vivid. It wasn't hard, was it? Coming back. Mate, this guy. Don't you guys have $5? Don't you have phones? These guys. There will be lore and tales of the Crusades with Martyrdom. There will be. Valrak with a chair. Valrak is Peter the Hermit's best friend. They thrive on hype. Disgusting. Well, mate, right. Here's a big thing. This is me. I'm going to be serious, right? I'm going to sit down. I'm going to look you in the eye when I say this. I would rather be happy than sad. And there's a lot of sad things in this world at the moment. And I think if you focus on the sadness in the world, then your life becomes sad. So what I always try and do is see that silver lining. Have a smile. Have a laugh. Take people's minds away from the doom and gloom. And just have a little bit of fun. There's a lot of things that GW do that are dog shit. We spoke about them. We know about that, right? But let's try and focus on the good things. Because why would I want to fucking go somewhere where I spend my free time to get away from the real world just to be as sad as the real world? Do you know what I mean? That's not to say you shouldn't talk about the certain problems in the hobby, because there certainly is problems. But I'm not going to keep waffling about it day in and day out for negativity clicks. No, thank you. Mate, I do blame West Ham, right? It's all West Ham and Tottenham's fault. Londoners, get rid of them. Hey, man, just came over to say my preggo wife annoys the shit out of me. The wife aggro is real. Happy middle of the week to you all. Well, thanks, Titan Tom. You give me 5 memberships right now, or I'm screen capping that and send it to your wife. Listen, Titan Tom, you're the one who's just dug your own grave, not me.
Our strength grows.
Pay up, or you're finished. Well. Gotcha. Cadamus of the Night Seekers, mate. Thanks for coming back as a member, dude. I appreciate you, Cadamus. Now the stonks are tanking. Can we expect more Marines to make it up? Do you know when April was pregnant? You know, this is why I got fat. I blame April. Every morning, we had to go and get a full English breakfast, because that's what her pregnancy craving was. Every single morning, a full English breakfast. This is why I'm like this. It's not because I can't control myself. It's because of April. Blame April. I was like Hercules himself before April got pregnant. Technically, you're right, Stowe. Why did you do it then, Valrak? Well, because I'm selfless. I put my pregnant partner first. Selfless rack. How old are your kids now? I'll be completely honest with you. Okay.
Last wall protocol
I'm not being
engaged.
nasty when I say this.
Our strength grows.
But I don't talk about my kids anywhere. I've got kids, but I don't talk about their ages, anything like that. Especially on social media, on live streams or anything. I try and keep my family, my kids, away from this as much as possible. If that makes sense. And again, I'm not saying you're a weirdo or anything. I'm just saying I separate this and my kids. Like, April comes on stream sometimes because she's a fucking nightmare. But my kids are a whole different thing. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Thanks for the 5, Titan Tom. Now that I know if you played the first blackmail, now I want 10 gifted memberships. Because I know now you'll pay up. Titan Tom, you're digging the hole deeper. Just take the bullet, Titan Tom. Take it. I'm playing with you. Don't gift any more memberships. I'm not going to tell her. Yeah. I actually did want twin boys. I would say that. So I could call one Alferis and one Omegan. But April said she'd never do that. But she's not going to know, is she? If I call them Alferis and Omegan separately. Right? It's like when everyone calls the dog Gizmo. He's not called Gizmo. It's called Archimus. Is he even in here with me? Where is he? Don't know where he is. Right? You had them making bracelets in a sweatshop not that long ago. I did. But I never told them their name, their ages or anything. I'll use them for capitalism. But I'm not going to give you any of their details. What person in their right mind would do that online? Not me. Gizmo legal name, get out. Love you, bud, but don't tell my wife. Cheers, good night. Titan, mate, I love you. Mate, listen, I've been there twice. If you didn't know by now, right?
So after April gave birth, how many years did you stay pregnant?
Listen, I stay this way so April looks better. So it makes her feel better. Again, selfless, though. Once you get a girlfriend, though, which is very doubtful, you'll understand the sacrifices you make in a relationship.
Especially when it's been 10 to 12 years.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? This is why. That's what I was getting at. Especially when it's been 10 to 12 years. You guys are bastards. Are they ever going to make some Hospitalis Marines? Technically, you can get Hospitalis Marines right now. You just buy Black Templar stuff, and instead of painting them black, you paint them white with a red cross. Technically, you can make a full army right now. You've got all the bits, officially, just doing different colours. Hey Val, guess what I'm gonna ask you? Is it about Death Guard? Because I've got some Death Guard. Don't need a girlfriend when I have grey plastic financial crisis. Can my own pit sweat? Mate, I wish I was there with you. Mate, imagine how much I could have invested into myself if I never met April. So much. So much. The padding was necessary to protect the roof falls. It's true, mate. To be fair, it was hindsight. If I didn't have the padding on me that I've got right now, I would have died falling off the roof. The only reason I'm not paralyzed, the doctor said, because I was so fat. So technically, it was all part of the preparation. It was planning. True son of Dawn. I was planning. Technically, April must have saved my life, yeah. How many times did I bounce? No comment. Yeah, I have 5 kids. I know. I'd have a warlord 40k. Mate, without kids, you literally would have an armies of warlords. They'd be your kids instead. Be my kids, definitely. Then again, I did have a warlord, but I fell on it drunk and I broke it. Engine kill. Drop pod incoming. He dickhead. I am late. What's the chaos teaser? Mate, it's Thousand Suns, but if you want me to go back and look at it, it's 1 gifted membership for your freedom. I don't like your attitude lately. Always begging about Thousand Sun stuff. 5-time bounce is my guess. Did you get tired of being in charge of Thomas the Tank every day? Say what you say, right? The Fat Controller was there day in, day out. I never saw him having holiday or sick leave. That guy was there working. He was passionate, respectful, and made sure those trains were on time. Call him what you want, but the guy was dedicated and passionate about his job. So don't give me this.
The only reason you fell off was your padding.
God damn it. Had to get out Greg somehow. Valrak on the darts tonight. Don't start. Southern Trades. Just in time for the giveaway. Wait, giveaway, Bert? Again, right? I am doing a big giveaway this Friday. We're going to be giving away some Tituses and some more stuff. So again, with whatever they show off at the reveals, we're going to give some of that away. And I'm going to have some Tituses this Friday to also give away. Titus and his command squad. Which is all sold out. FOMO rack. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. RX, mate, thanks for the gifted membership. What do you reckon the Blood Angels will get in 11th edition? Be nice. Mate, hopefully some personality. Am I an angry old man? I think I am. I think I've really aged, like, into an angry guy. Found the scalper. I was buying it for you guys, to be fair with you. Some of you guys can't afford the model, so I buy them for you, so you can have a chance of winning it. Gives you something to do. Again, we go back to the same old thing. I'm very selfless in my actions. Everything I do, I don't do it for me. I do it for you guys. Everything. On Daka's card, well, someone's got to pay for it. I mean, you're a son of Dawn, so it makes sense you're angry. How much has chat aged you? Too much. Too much. Oh, uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What? Hey, oh, come on then. I know what he wants. Remember, He comes in here for one thing. When he gets on here, he knows he gets a treat after it. Every gifted membership from now is one doggo treat. If you want a treat, look at his sad face. Look at him. Love me. If you want to treat this absolute legend of a dog to a free treat, you know what to do.
Requisitions arrived.
You know what to do. Look at him. No capes?
I just want the salamanders to get a proper range.
I don't think that's going to... I mean, hopefully it happens, but I don't think so. Mate, do you know if I take this jacket off him now, he actually cries for me to put it back on?
Last wall protocol engaged. Our strength grows.
What is it? What is it? What is it? You want some treats? You want some treats? Okay, right, give me a kiss.
Last wall protocol engaged.
Getting too many treats. He's a fat little bastard. Dog raffle, how dare you? Mate, I'm not even saying this, right? This dog is literally my best friend. Stop scratching the carpet, you little bastard. Right?
Last wall protocol engaged.
Fox shit and rubs it all over my carpet. Steve, mate, thanks for the big 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hang on. Bob, mate, thanks for the gifted. And Stoll, mate, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Sending me money. I've just sent him. Stoll, mate, I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. Right? I appreciate you all. Where is it? Down there? Where is it? Oh, there he is. You see him? There he is. He's just down there watching.
Val, don't Husan the dog.
Listen, right? My dog is my best friend. I mean this. I'm not trying to be weird when I say this. This guy is my best friend. I love him unconditionally. He's there for me and I'm there for him. And I cannot understand why dickheads like that do that shit to their dogs. It really makes me angry. It really, really does. It really, really does. He's never popped 3 headshots in a row on Stella, though, has he? Mate, you're the worst player on Stella. We never coordinate the strikes with me. I say, right, let's wait, let's hit the same guy. This guy goes in blazing. Blazing. Is there anything else here to go against? No, there's not. So, mate, we'll go back to the Rumor Engine. People asking me, what's the Chaos Teaser? This is the Chaos Teaser. Confirmed Mutilators. How do I know this? I know this. Don't ask questions, smile and wave. It's one of the Mutilator weapons. There's 1, 2, 3 Mutilators apparently in the box. And a bunch of weapons. Claw weapons. Mutilator weapon. This, flails. Right? It's not a Terminator kit. It's Mutilators. Mutilators.
Do you think the Raven Wing Black Knights will get a refresh?
Yes. Again, with what I'm hearing about next edition, and right, people keep getting confused about this. When I say fast attack next edition, I don't mean everything's going to be fast attack related. I'm just saying we're going to start seeing a lot of fast attack options being brought forward as new units. One is Vanguard Veterans, one is the new Speeder, one is the multi-part Outriders. Again, fast attack options. Technically, Vanguard Veterans Elites, you know what I mean, right? The fast, jump packs. Chaplain with a jump pack, fast. Speeder, fast. That's what I mean, fast. They go fast in the lore, right? Fast. So on top of that, I definitely see the Raven Wing getting that refresh. I've heard the Raven Wing is supposed to be getting a refresh. In terms of what they're going to be getting, your guess is as good as mine. Samael has to be a part of it. Has to be. Do you want to do and go in and jump and do... Well, no, I fucking can't speak. Do you want to watch the IGN interview? Go through it all? Mate, this is the first time I'm watching it. If they're stealing from me, I'm stealing from them. Right? This is not a one-way street, mate. If you're coming down my road, mate, I'm backing up right down yours. Mutilators, it's not the end of the Fire Flail Arm. No, it's Mutilators. Tell you what, who wants to bet me? Anyone? Does anyone want to have a bet? Anyone? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. What's the bet? I bet that this is Mutilators. And you can bet whatever you want. That it's not Mutilators.
Knob.
It looks like an alt weapon. It's not an alt weapon. I've seen the alt weapons. Wait, what? Right. Let me set this up over here. I've got all this set up. Let me just pause this because it's going to be a little watch along. No, that is the wrong thing. I'm on the wrong window. There it is. Here it is. Sorry, unless do you want to do it as a big watch along where the chat's in chat? I don't know. How do you want to do it? Do you want me to just do it like this or not? I think this is better. Right? No, yeah, we'll do it this way. This is better. Right. What's being revealed Friday? Lots of chaos stuff. Just what I'm going to watch it. Okay. I'm just going to say I think it's going to be for the fucking IGN bollocks. Bit loud. IGN first.
Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War has been in hibernation since 2017, and its most recent installment was...
I don't think it's been in hibernation, right? There's a difference between hibernation and leaving it for dead. Let's be real here. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. They more or less killed Dawn of War. This game, I think, is going to bring it back. I do think Dawn of War 4 is going to be a big hit. But let's be real. Dawn of War 3 nearly killed the fucking franchise. It literally nearly killed it. Don't count my pauses.
Is far from universally well received. So when King Art Games was handed the task of bringing it back, there were a lot of tricky decisions to navigate and an eager but picky fan base to face. We recently got to chat with creative director Jan Tyson and senior game designer Elliot for Beast about how the team is calling the shots.
Boss, we're gonna crash into the planet!
Crash faster!
They won't get away this time! Crash faster!
Love the orcs.
It was King Art's previous game, Iron Harvest, that seemed to catch the attention of someone.
I never played this, but I heard good things about it.
It's not too difficult to see why, if you look at its big, stompy robots.
I don't ever play this game.
We were working on Iron Harvest, our previous game, an RTS game as well. And
let me see what models they've got in the background. Death Guard. They got Mortarion here. Death Guard, Blight Drones. I think that's a Necron army there in the background, if I'm not mistaken. What army is this here? Is this Admech? I think this is Admech. Let's see what they've got.
That was a Kickstarter game, so we were very open about the development, right? And we showed a lot of stuff we can do with, you know, the engine and what we do in terms of art and so on. And someone at Games Workshop must have seen that, and they basically contacted us and asked, you know, if you would.
Oh, that's interesting then. Games Workshop contacted them. I would have thought it would have been the other way around. Huh. Games Workshop being like a fucking car salesman? Listen, mate, I've got this great IP for you. It's literally on it's on death's door, right? They fucked it up during number 3, but we'd like you to bring it back to life. What happened with SM2? Well, it was me that got SM2 made. We all should know this.
Work, you know, if we were doing Dawn of War 4, you know, what would you do basically? And, you know, so we made a little pitch and we sent them over our ideas in the presentation, and we didn't really heard back from them a lot, right? And so we basically thought, okay, that's it, right?
GW not replying. That is the most, mate. The amount of people I know who've tried to do business stuff with GW saying they are the worst people at responding to anything. Even though they opened up the dialogue. Fucking
it's
GW.
Like cool that they ask us, basically. And then when Iron Harvest came out, it was successful, right? They basically came back and said, okay, let's talk about it for real. But you can't really believe it, right? So it's more like, yeah, well, okay, now they're asking us, but, you know, in reality, you know, we're not going to make Dawn of War 4, you know, and slowly but surely it becomes more realistic, but you don't really dare to believe it, right? And then at some point...
Do you think it was always the case it was going to be Dawn of War 4?
Like, holy,
or something
you know,
else?
It's it's there. We're doing it.
For many, myself included, Dawn of War was the gateway to the whole Warhammer 40,000 universe.
So this guy is Mikey at Hellstorm reading this. Mikey at Hellstorm got into 40k through Dawn of War. I see you, Micah. I see you. IGN confirmed Hellstar Wargaming. Remember this. Hellstar Wargaming.
And King Art hopes that this next installment might be as well.
Was a great game, though.
Sprawling and
Amazing
sometimes
game.
convoluted setting, so that's not exactly a straightforward task.
A lot of people say, okay, Dawn of War, yes, that was like, you know, the first time I really interacted with
Shut up,
Warhammer.
Matthew.
And so for us, it was very important to
Basically
make
he starts
Dawn
on
of War
me.
4, that is, you know, of course,
Calls
for
me out all
fans,
the
but
time.
also like a potential entry point
bastard.
for someone who's new. I remember basically how I felt when I played the game like Dawn of War for the first time, and it was like, okay, it's super cool, but also I don't understand a lot, right? But I understood enough, so the game was fun, right? It was not like I had to know what, you know, all the different weapons do or something like that. It was more like, okay, I can figure it out, right?
The old
And I think that
Dreadnought
is also the
designs were
approach
amazing.
we take for Dawn of War 4, which is basically, without any prior knowledge of Warhammer, you know, you still need to understand what the factions are about, what the units are about.
Can I just ask people, Paul 7, I'm saying it before Matthew, how do you feel about what the game's looking like at the moment? Do you think visually it's looking nice? From what I've seen so far, I think the game does look nice. Again, looking nice and playing is two different things. Dawn of War 4 looked pretty nice. Like, the way the knights moved and stuff, the way the orc stompers moved, I thought was pretty nice. But the gameplay was absolutely fucking trash. Do you know what I mean? So it's looking nice. Like, the executions we're seeing, like the UI and stuff. I'm liking the UI. I think it's very, very updated Dawn of War, where the other one, Dawn of War 3, was... It's a shit show.
About, you know, you won't understand all the different weapons and equipment and all of that, but it's fine, you know, you can figure it out.
Taking the brutal, aggressive orcs as an example, the goal with the design of the whole faction is that you should
Flash kits,
naturally
headshot.
be able to figure out how to play without knowing a ton about their lore or even having it spelled out for you. But those of us who have been living part of our lives...
Wait, what? If you're playing a 40k game and you don't know the lore, then you're not allowed to play it. I'll give you a brief introduction to 40k lore, so you are allowed to play it. The Imperium is the good guys, and everyone else are the bad guys. Let's carry on.
lives in this universe for years should still have stuff to be excited about.
You know, we don't really tell the players, you know, if you play orcs, you know, you should have a lot of units and a lot of buildings and, you know, just have this explosive expansion. It's just kind of feels natural to play that way.
See, that looks nice. I think that looks nice.
Units are cheap, you lose a lot, so you build a lot, right? And even if the people don't know what orcs are about, you know, they can still play them correctly.
Yeah, and I think that's something I would jump off on is I think that's actually one of the main appeals for the Warhammer 40k universe is that enormous breadth and depth of things that you can potentially learn. It's definitely one of the things that attracted me to it was that, okay, sure, of course, like there is a surface level understanding of it that you can introduce to the game, for example, through a story or a campaign that kind of gets you into that world essentially, but there's so much more to it, and I think that promise of, hey, there's much more going on beneath the surface, I think
monolith
is
was
what
just destroying
attracts so many
things.
fans to it. And I think that's also how you can serve both fans old and new, is that you introduce a story, something to help onboard players into this world, but you have enough detail and other things within that signal.
Vivid, when you say Death Guard in the background, do you just mean in the display cabinet? Because I'm not seeing any Death Guard in this at all. The Hammerfall bunker deep striked in. Mate, that's how it should be. Fucking tabletop. I hate it.
To like more established, more veteran fans of the universe of like,
God
hey,
damn it, Vivid.
We are aware of this and we speak the same language. We have the same understanding here.
But even within the Dawn of War envelope, there are different players bringing different expectations to the table. Dawn of War 1 was more of a traditional basecraft RTS like StarCraft. Dawn of War 2 put the focus more on upgrading a few elite squads, almost like an RPG. And Dawn of War 3 was, well, I try not to think about it too much, but even it had its...
I don't like IGN, right? I don't like IGN, but I do respect that comment.
Fans, apparently. So deciding what Dawn of War 4 was going to be in context of the previous games was a judgment call all its own.
I mean, that was definitely one of the big questions at the beginning, right?
How they're going to do it.
What is a Dawn of War game, right? Because Dawn of War 1 and 2, at least, everybody, at least here at the company, really loves, but they're very different games, right? And, you can say, okay, maybe we can make a kind of, best of both of those, but we're not sure that actually works, right? And so in the end, we said, okay, we have to go with one of them, and we said ultimately, okay, let's go a little bit back to the roots, right? Let's do Dawn of War 1, basically, or our version or our interpretation of Dawn of War.
So I like that. I completely agree. If you do a mix of Dawn of War 1 and Dawn of War 2, ultimately, you're only getting a bit of each, and it's not the full pie. So just pick one and go with it. I'm glad they're doing number 1. Because number 1 had the base building, bigger armies, all that kind of scale it had. So, mate, I absolutely... Right? I absolutely agree with what that guy just said.
Let's see if something from Dawn of War 2 or even 3 works with that, right? And if it does, sure, then let's put it in. But, Dawn of War 1 was clearly like our guiding star.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because that also informed a lot of the gameplay and design decisions that we made as well. The real-time strategy genre is also something that has very different market segments or different audiences that have very different, sometimes conflicting needs. And I think that having that clarity of vision of we want to go for Dawn of War 1 and how people felt about that definitely also informed a lot of the choices that we made as to what kind of parts of the game are we focusing on. So that's why we have this emphasis on the campaigns as kind of like our flagship feature, as well as having all these, fantastic cinematics and CGIs that we then have to inform that story, because
that CGI is definitely from an in-game CGI, by the way. That's going to be the introduction to the game. I guarantee it.
And storytelling is poised to be front and center for Dawn of War 4. While many RTSs have led with a competitive multiplayer mindset, King Art is putting a lot of emphasis on their dynamic campaigns and the single-player experience.
Because that is the first big decision we made was basically, okay, if we, do a Dawn of War 4, we want 4 factions back and not only 3. And if we have 4 factions, we really would like to tell a story for each of the factions, right? And then all of the 4 campaigns have this overarching story, basically.
StarCraft?
And for
that's
us,
what 40K was based off.
Just felt, like a natural thing we wanted to do, because we like campaigns. We know that a lot of RTS players like campaigns. And so let's really focus on that. And then, we made our lives even harder because we decided, okay, let's maybe also have the campaigns be a little bit non-linear, so there are things like you can pick which of the orc bosses you want to play, for example, or, there are missions that are mutually exclusive, right? Or things that, you can optionally do and so on.
That's
so
good.
For us,
mate, that's replayability.
Like the campaign is like the heart of the whole thing. And that has to work. But of course, then also we have multiplayer and we have Last Stand and so on. So we have, enough stuff for multiplayer fans as well.
It's already better than Dawn of War 3 because it's launching with fucking multiplayer and Last Stand. Well, Dawn of War 3 launched with multiplayer, but it was dog shit, but it didn't launch with Last Stand. So it's already better.
If you're interested to hear more about the non-linear aspects of the Orc campaign, keep an eye out for our hands-on preview later this month. Then be sure to check out all of our other Dawn of War 4 coverage as part of IGN First, including the Orc cinematic trailer. And for everything else, keep it right here on IGN.
I like how they said it was the Orc cinematic trailer, and the Orcs get absolutely fucking roasted by the Marines. It was more Space Marines than Orcs. Sure, let's call it the Orc cinematic trailer. Mate, that is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love what I'm hearing from that. The way that they said they're going back to Dawn of War 1, 10 out of 10, fantastic. Can't wait for it. The vision that they have, having 4 different campaigns. So Orcs, Marines, Admech, and Necrons. The only thing they didn't mention, maybe they did, and maybe I just didn't hear it, is that hopefully you can play these campaigns from start to finish as that faction. What I hated in Dawn of War 3 is that I started as a Space Marine, had to play as an Orc, and then Eldar. I fucking hated that. If I'm playing Space Marines, I want to go fully balls deep in as Space Marines. I don't care about anyone else. Let me focus on the Space Marines. And then when I do the Space Marines, let me then do the Orcs. And then the Necrons, etc. So hopefully that's a thing as well. Just got here. I'm sure you covered it, but with the Fist going to Necromunda, do you think Dawn will return? Wait, what? The Imperial Fists have always been a Necromunda. They recruit from Necromunda. Wait. What? Literally told you it's 4 campaigns, separate. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think it's ever said separate campaigns. We know it's 4 campaigns, but are they going to cross them over? You did not know that? Mate, Necromunda's been a big recruiting wheel for the Imperial Fist now forever. They've actually got a little fortress monastery on there. Did you notice there were bolters on the drop pods, unlike the new models? Well. Horus Heresy, Dawn of War, confirm them. Des said Space Marines are the last campaign with 0 crossover. What do you mean? Wait, are you saying I have to play the Orc campaign before I play the Space Marine campaign? Why are a bunch of people just subscribed to my channel all of a sudden? Duncan, Menz, and Andrew, mate, thank you.
Last wall protocol engaged.
Are you sure that's the case? Mate, where did they say that? Where's this been said? There's no way they're going to force me to play Orcs before I can get to space. Are you telling me they're going to force people to play all the campaigns to get to the campaign that people want to play? The Space Marines? If they do that, then what the fuck? I think you've heard it weird. Bitter, mate, thank you so much for coming back as a membership, dude. I really appreciate you. Mate, I'd love to play Orcs, but don't force. Let me choose. This is the big thing about video games. Let me choose my fun. If I want to play Marines first, I'll play Marines first. Then I'll play Orcs. Then I'll play Necrons. Then I'll play Admech, okay? Fox 8, read my messages. In the storyline, it'll recommend you what to do. Well, here's my recommendation. Never tell me the odds. I'm doing Space Marines balls deep. You can keep your Orcs. You can keep this. You can keep that. I'm going in with my balls out first. For the Imperium. For the Emperor, for Dawn. That's what I'm doing. Justice for Game Riot. Kyle, mate, thank you for upgrading to a Sergeant tier. You can now boss Dakar and Woodimp around. Hey, I got my daily scam. Well, thanks for that, Bitter. I got my daily scam off you as well. Right? No Death Guard, no purchase. Mate, Vivid, if anything, Vivid owes... Even though Vivid has become a member, he now owes a gifted membership because he got us hyped, Dakar, that Death Guard were in the game. Did he or did he not say Death Guard in the background? He should have said there's Death Guard in a display cabinet in the background. He got us too excited. This guy is nothing but a con. They call me the scammer. He's the real scammer. The Imperial Fist could not save Hive Secundus on Necromunda, so instead nuke the place. They failed to kill the Gene Stealers and built a wall around the Secundus instead of killing off the Stealers. Mate, is this new? Have I missed this lore? Is this new lore? I'd like to read about this. I didn't know about that, about the Hive stuff. The rule is if you say a false rumor, then you got to give 5. It's in the book. It's in the book. And you have to pay interest in it if you don't pay up. Is that very old lore? Mate, I know there's a big battle down there and it fucking tore the planet apart and stuff like that, but... Hive Secundus? It's in the core rulebook. Mate, I'll check it out. I'll be honest with you, I don't really know that much about Necromunda. I know a little bit about it, but I'm not like a Necromunda connoisseur. I've never played a game of Necromunda, which I should do, really, because I've heard Necromunda is one of the best games that Games Workshop produce, according to Woodimp. According to him. They know what campaign you want, and you get it last. Sons of bitches. It's very fun. Yeah, mate, I've heard it's really, really fun. What's the new teaser? Just got out of work. Mate, this Cuba guy. Mate, I'm still in work. And I managed to look at it. This guy. It's this Cuba. See you in a bit, Hugh, mate. Have a good night. Everyone's saying it's for the Defiler. But I'm saying it's for the Mutilators. Do you want to bet, Cuba? Or are you going to bow down that I'm right and you're wrong? Well, not you're wrong because you haven't said what it is. But, you know, I'm right. I'm always right. Boo-hoo, you're 2 hours a day. I have no idea what it could be. Mate, it's definitely... Again, from what I've heard, this is for Mutilators. Jokes aside, it's Mutilators. I bet one gifted. Magic Brownie. Okay, you're in the book. If I'm wrong, mate, I'll give you a voucher to spend in a hobby shop of your choice. If I'm wrong. Daka put Magic Brownie in the book. One gifted membership times 5. Plus it's a Necromunda Imperial Fist Recruitment World. Yes, it's one of the Imperial Fist Recruitment World. The Imperial Fists are more or less a fleet-based chapter now. Yes, they still have Inwit, but they are classed as a spacefaring chapter. Times 5. Listen, Magic Browner. It is what it is, mate. Just go with it. Smile and wave. It looks a bit like an AOS Chaos Dwarf-like. It's not that, Lord Lamenter. It's 40k Chaos.
Last world
It's
protocol
40k.
engaged.
Cowboy Boba
Our
Fett
strength grows.
has just upgraded to the God tier membership. Mate, now that you've got your tag, now that you've got that, and you've got your big boy dick, Discord will tag you in a couple of minutes, and you'll see the Emperor room, where only God Emperor tier can see. And you can actually see the new Mutilators in that room right now. Just for you. Look at these guys saying simp. Mate, don't let them bring you down, right? Don't fight them down there, mate. They're in the gutter for a reason. If you go down there, they'll beat you with experience. You're above them. Right? Fly high, brother. Fly high. Notice me, Simper. Shut up, big dag shit Dakota. This guy's got my fucking... This guy sends me messages every day. And he's the simp? I'm going back to the Underhive. Mate, the Underhive was... The Underhive back in the day was a fun place. But it was full of scumbags. And we had to purge it. IMGW, it'll ban your favourite range. Wait, what? We had to get rid of it. We couldn't let the grey names in Discord anymore. Because they're all a bunch of dickheads. So this is why it's just green names. And for the most part, it's been a great experience because green names don't cause hassle. Some have, and they've been removed, but not on the rate that the grey names were. Mate, the current Discord is... Mate, I'm not just saying this, Ryan. Every day I sign into Discord with the Underhive, I had to deal with drama. This person posted this image. This person said this. And when you ban them, they just come back with a new account. Because there was no incentive. You know what I mean? There's like no monetary incentive, so he just came back. Who would have thought it, right? If you actually pay money to get into somewhere, you don't fuck around. Who would have thought it? I know, insane. Are you telling me the Bookshot guy isn't in Discord? Where did the Bookshot guy... No, he was in chat, the Bookshot guy. Remember that guy? Come to my place. I'll give you a face full of Bookshot. Mate, to be fair, he did apologise to me in an email and said, I'm sorry. He was, like, going through some things. So, I can't take the piss out of that guy, because he actually turned out to be a nice guy. And, you know, I accepted his apology. I said, don't worry about it, mate. Alright? I wish you the best. So, you know, he apologised in the end. Green is a corrupted and blue are demons. Wait, hang on. Can't remove greys anymore since you took the head mod off me. Well, I'll tell you what, right? If we get to 100 members, we make Daka into a head mod again. It's up to chat now, Daka, not to me. He was going through the barrel of the shotgun, mate. He was hunting there. Right, on that note, I've been streaming for an hour and a half. I'm done. I'm going to go play some Stella Montis. I mean, I've got the urge to ruin someone's day and steal all their loot. There's a demon inside of me. And all it wants is blood. Blood for the blood god. Blood for the blood god. Who hurt you, Valrak? Trigger nades were nerfed. Mate, I don't use trigger nades. Do you know what nades I use? Heavy fuse grenades, Bob. I'll take a shield off you in a second, and then I just run in blasting. I run in blasting with a shotter, right? Mate, I run in. Mate, I got the strap, right? I run in. Blasted. No one's. Fuse grenades work great. I love them. Mate, that and the stun grenades. Me and Woodimp learned a great combo last night. Stun grenade and fire grenades. It happened to me. And I learned it the hard way. Got to play with Burt Peanut. Mate, he plays on the US servers. I swear to God, if I ever found him, before I executed him, I would read him his rights on execution. In the name of the God Emperor of Mankind, you have been found wanting, you Xenos hazelnut little twat. Boom. Out he goes. Right. I'm off. He does have a 40k intro. Who does? Peanut? Hazelnut? I don't know. Is it Peanut in there? I don't know what he is. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for donation at the end. Chill out just because Dawn is dead. Right, this guy. I want him gone. Right. Have a great night. Enjoy yourself. Much love. And bye-bye. I love you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Hang on. What video do you want tomorrow? Do you want my thoughts and predictions on the reveal show tomorrow? Or do you want lore videos for the 500 worlds? What do you want? QB, you're not number one. Lore videos. I'm not doing 2 videos unless it's a leak. Death Guard rumors? Mate, I'll show you when we meet up. Oh, by the way. Oh, shit. Before you go, Stowe, Dawn lives. Daka, are you here? The 31st, the tables are all booked. Sorry, I can't book a table. Mate, it's a full event. It's a full event. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to drive there, maybe and meet Stowe if he's still up for it. Because I'm going to give him some stuff. But I'm not staying there. I'm literally driving there and driving back. Stowe, are you okay with that? Do you want to do that? Because I got a bunch of these Archie's Forge bitches. Wait, whoa. I've got a bunch of these Archie's Forge bits to bring you as well. All right, we'll do that then. We'll do that. No worries. Give me time to finish my Death Guard. Okay, cool. What time, mate? What time do you want to get there? Do you want to get there in the morning? I'll get there in the morning if you want to. Doesn't bother me one bit. Bring the bitches in the Ventler. And he will strike down upon the great vengeance of Furious Anger. 10? Mate, let's make it 10 then. Right, I'll see you there at 10, mate. I'll see you there at 10. Right, much love, everyone. Have a great night. Enjoy yourself. And I'll see you when I see you. Which is tomorrow. I love you.